Who's in charge of the girls?
I came to work. See, I am a professional. Professional.
We're back for round 2. It's Basically Extra. Find us on Instagram at basically.extra. Tony Sells changed his Instagram handle since our last show.
I did.
So
I did. It is now Tony in the streets _ and it's just because, you know, some things are rocking and rolling and moving and grooving in my life.
Well, now let's pause, stop, and keep it there. I like that one though. I don't know which one I like better, to be honest with you.
My name's still Tony Sells.
Yeah. So
Tony in the streets is soon to be.
And he's still the official. Always
None like
the
me.
official. And then we have Producer Kath. She's in the room too.
Kath,
you could say hi, Kath.
Say hi.
Hello.
Ew.
You know she's soft. You know how. As soon as somebody doesn't have my name in their Instagram handle anymore, mine will probably change too. Even though it's phenomenal. Bigga _Notorious J BIGGE _Notorious J. There you go.
So extra.
I know. I mean, what do you want from me? What do you want from me? But we have a lot to get to. So much has happened in February.
Can we flash back to the night of February 4th, please?
Yeah, that's our first basic bullet point of February, the Super Bowl. We're from the PHL, the Del Val, Philadelphia, South Jersey area. So if you are not from this area, sucks for you because we're going to be talking about the Super Bowl because
the Eagles won!
Woo!
The Eagles won, and if you were not at the parade, sucks to be you. Actually, it sucks to be all of us who were at the parade because I think my toes froze off, and it took me an hour and a half to walk from the Art Museum to Wawa at Broad and Walnut.
What time did you have to be there?
Well, I was working. I needed to be at the location by 5:30 a.m. to start getting things going. It was a ridiculous amount of people at that time, and then it just grew by the minute.
That's what I heard.
They're
heard
saying
it was
700,000 people. No, and I'm not just saying that because I was there, because I'm from this area. There's no way that was only 700,000 people. See, what people fail to realize is the 700,000 is only what SEPTA was able to record for taking the public transit that day. So maybe 700,000 people took public transportation, but what about everybody that drove? People walked across the bridge.
Yeah, I know.
There were people walking across Ben Franklin Bridge.
And just to let you guys all know, we are talking about the parade. We'll get back to the game in a second, but the parade was like even bigger to us than the Super Bowl itself.
Yeah, because Justin Timberlake killed the Super Bowl.
Well, you really say that. You were not feeling his performance
not
whatsoever.
At all. I was singing along. The hits were there. Mm-hmm. He didn't have one firework, one smoke machine. And I mean, not every artist needs it, but there wasn't
Yes.
his performance. I mean, he did, make a little boy famous. Little boy ended up on Ellen. That's pretty awesome, because Ellen's a rock star.
Those memes
are hilarious.
Were hilarious.
Did you guys see Freddie Mitchell in the background?
Yeah, I saw Freddie Mitchell.
I can't.
Great. Two
it's
phones.
Funny because
I got two phones. One for the glue, one for the low. But anyway, if people don't know who he is, he's just an old Eagles player. He used to be an Eagles player, and we saw him in the background during Justin's performance. That's all. It was just funny, the really two-phone thing. Yeah, nice guy. Nice guy. That's awesome that he was able to be there for that because he is a former Eagle.
I saw him at the parade.
You did?
I saw him down. Yes, I did.
That's awesome.
We didn't. I just saw him. We didn't get to cross paths or make eye contact even, but I saw him.
Well, at least he's out there enjoying, taking it all in. Mm-hmm. That day.
1 second, just back to this performance. I think it's hard for me to accept anybody's performance after 2013 Beyonce. Because if one Beyonce doesn't do it for you, a kaleidoscope of Beyonce's will. And that's exactly what she did that night.
I mean, if you don't shut the lights off
at
the Super Bowl,
power. It went off.
So,
They had to go to commercial for like 14 minutes.
Yeah.
And
I mean, at least those people that bought that airtime got what they paid for.
The stage alone, her stage alone, was 2 silhouettes of her face lit up in fire. That's where every other artist should have just was like, you know what? I'm sorry. Thank you, NFL, but I'm going to have to pass up on this also. For the Super Bowl every year.
So,
and I think I didn't see. Now everyone's like, oh, Bruno Mars had a really good show.
Yeah, I love.
I didn't see his. I didn't watch that year. I thought Katy Perry was
Bruno did better
for her caliber. I thought she was fair. I thought it was very smart of her to bring out Missy Elliott. That was awesome. I'm just waiting for this Britney Super Bowl.
I mean, she's been there, done that, but...
She did do it, but she didn't do it alone.
How epic would that have been, though, if, like, he did, like, a Mickey Mouse Club reunion or something? And
had, like, Ryan Gosling, Christina Aguilera, and Britney Spears on stage with him. But you know what? There's one thing about Super Bowl performances that I don't like, or performances televised for that matter. It's when artists who previously worked on projects with other artists or were in groups bring them back for a moment. I didn't like NSYNC joining Justin Timberlake on stage when he got his Video Vanguard Award at the VMAs. I didn't like Destiny's Child. That's the only the part of the Beyonce's Super Bowl performance was Destiny's Child coming out. Because I think that when it's your performance, it's your performance. And I get it that they want to show, you know what, I owe a little bit to them because they helped me get to where I am, and I appreciate that. But it's your moment. And I will say I respect Justin for making that decision to not have anybody as far as who he's worked with in the past come out. I was rooting for that Britney rumor that was going around.
But
like,
can we talk about Janet Jackson shade also?
Yeah, she was like, tweeted, absolutely not.
When she tweeted, it's just not a Super Bowl performance without a nip slip or something like that.
Is that real? I feel like that's not even real.
I don't know. I saw it. Producer Kath's going to look that up.
Get on it. I don't see Janet Jackson tweeting that. She's such a classy lady now.
Well, she's a mom now.
I just saw her in November. Great energy. Great performance. Nothing like Justin Super Bowl.
Oh my gosh, you're so. But what if he just like wanted to have it be authentic and just about him, just jamming out to his songs? But his
live shows. I've talked to Justin Bieber fans.
I know Justin Timberlake fans.
I've talked to Justin Timberlake fans, and there is a super fan here, Nicole, and Nicole, she just thought it was lackluster. And so that's a Justin Timberlake super fan. Kath, what did you think? Let us know.
Oh, well, I just wanted to let you know that the tweet was indeed fake. There's no...
I told you.
She made no comment on the...
Well, what do you think about Justin's performance overall?
Overall, it did not keep my attention. I decided to play HQ Trivia instead.
Love that game. That takes my attention from anything.
What is HQ Trivia?
Oh, my goodness.
I don't know what it is.
We can't even tell you about it. Just download it.
And now we have to talk about the actual game, which is going to be my territory since Tony told us in the last episode that he was looking for the yellow line when he went to the Eagles game.
What do you want to know about it?
Oh, that was funny. So my heart was pounding that entire time. And I would also like to say that
the last 2 minutes of the game
I should have probably had an ambulance outside because
at one point I was
could
like,
feel
somebody
my
give
heart.
me oxygen.
Yeah.
Like, I need somebody to wheel in. Where's the oxygen?
I can't. Medea.
Right.
I led everybody at the party that I was at in a prayer. We said a prayer and I was like, "Dear Jesus," and I literally prayed for that entire team to make sure that we got where we needed to go. And you can't tell me that I was not the reason that they won. You can't.
I had Dreams and Nightmares by Meek Mill queued up, ready to go.
Stop.
Ready to go. And as soon as it was official that they won, started blasting the, hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? And it was just such a moment in the house. My aunt got up and she was like,
But people don't get it. This was such a moment for us. It really was. And we shut everybody up in the biggest way possible. And also,
shout out to my family. I'm sorry, I have to. They're like the biggest Eagles fans.
I mean, your family is every single family in the Delaware Valley.
It's ridiculous.
Shout out to Aunt Tara. She was super,
oh my goodness, Aunt
super
Terry.
hype about
she
that
was
whole
down
entire
there.
situation. At Aunt_Terry.
Guys,
on Instagram.
Literally, whenever she posts a new video, I find myself going back every single time and just watching everything from the beginning because she is gold.
So funny.
Yep.
We love her.
Love her.
But just so you guys know, we're her favorite niece and nephew. I'm just letting everybody know. So don't try to take this back because you're not. It was just a great experience overall, I think, for the entire city and the Del Val and all the surrounding areas. Moving right along, the next basic bullet point for February is the Olympics.
The Olympics, I did not watch.
I did not watch either. That's going to be Producer Kath.
But can I tell you something about the Olympics really quick? So, a fun fact, we're going to flash back to the 80s, Sunday night's episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Kris Jenner.
Always the Kardashians with this one.
Kris Jenner was talking about her first time meeting Rob Kardashian. Do you know where it was? It was
the Olympics where Bruce Jenner was.
Yes. So they met at like a
You're lying.
I believe like a horse racing thing, maybe like a Kentucky Derby or something. I forget exactly what it was. So that's where they met. Basically, they were talking or whatever, flirting, and he was like, "When am I going to see you again?" And she was like, "Well, I'll be in New York for something." And he was like, "Well, great, I'll be there because I want to see this superstar. His name is Bruce Jenner. He's going to really do things for the USA." And Kris put it out like she was talking about that because Scott thought it was fun or a good idea to make a legacy video of Kris because, she's moved and grooved and done some things here, at least for her family's sake, and a great businesswoman. So he filmed her legacy video to leave behind for her grandkids and great grandkids to know who she was. And that was one of the things that Robert Kardashian actually was going to New York, meeting Kris Jenner there before they even got married. To essentially go on a date to the Olympics to watch Bruce Jenner, this American all-star.
What a time to be alive, dude. Seriously.
Right.
Who would have thought?
Kath, let's pass the mic over to producer Kath because she seems to be the only one who...
I watched the opening ceremonies.
Likes the Olympics.
It only happens every 2 years. Every 4 years is each Olympics. I cannot believe that neither of you watch it. I tune in every night, primetime coverage. Skating.
I watched Shaun White and that other hottie from Australia.
I keep hearing the name Shaun White, and I'm
you know me.
I know he was on. He was sponsored by Stride Gum once.
What?
Yeah.
What a mind.
He may have been.
Yeah, he was.
However, he is also a 3-time Olympic gold medalist, I think, at this.
Wow.
I believe this was his 3rd gold medal.
So does he get on like
halfpipe.
the box of Wheaties or something?
I'm not sure.
Been there.
We should really go support them by like buying the products that actually sponsor them, especially because we are awful American citizens because we don't watch.
I don't watch the Olympics. I did watch the NBA All-Star game though. LeBron was out there doing his thing.
And
Fergalicious was out there giving it.
That's
now,
our
Khalifa,
that's our 3rd February bullet point.
Let's talk about it. Bring it up. Bring it up. I'm waiting for you.
So our 3rd basic bullet point for February was the NBA All-Star Game and Fergie in particular. Her dreadful rendition of the national anthem.
How dreadful was it?
People tagged me in so many memes, and there's this one video that is Fergie singing the national anthem, and it's her singing, and then it cuts to Stewie from Family Guy pretending to make car noises, and he's going rah, 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 rah.
Well, she did say, she said, I tried my best. I did my best.
The video that I saw,
I think that she was definitely on something. Wiz Khalifa thought that it was a great rendition of it. He thought it was original and new, but again, he's always high.
Yeah, so no wonder.
But
not that,
it was something.
It was something. That's what producer Kath said. It was something. And that really upset me, too, because I love Fergie.
Just take it in. Just take it in. God bless America. That's my favorite part.
So I would just like everyone to know that you can watch many videos of this, and even Jimmy Kimmel was dying.
Everybody tried so hard
not to laugh.
Steph Curry
cracked up,
and he's such like a stand-up guy.
I know.
And it was just like, no, don't crack, and he did.
I know. I felt so bad because this could have been a moment for Fergie where she showed everybody how talented she really is.
I never really saw it. I thought she was always just like a boom, 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 and that's all she gave us. Fergalicious.
Tone deaf. Fergalicious.
Right. We'll stick with that. Her London Bridge has fallen.
And it fell.
But you know what?
3 times over.
She'll come back. She'll do something. She'll put out another MILF-esque video.
MILF money?
Yep.
Milk money, MILF money.
Everything will be great. Her best friend is Chrissy Teigen. So.
True. She did get Josh Duhamel for a couple years there, so she won. At the end of the day, who's laughing? Fergie is all the way to the next hot guy that decides to take her out. Josh Duhamel is A-okay in my book. Next basic bullet point, which everybody knows, because it's also going to lead into...
I'm literally just as excited as Jessie Spano when she was taking those pills on Saved by the Bell.
I can't with you.
I'm so excited.
I can't. As you all know, Tony cannot deal.
Baby Stormi is here. I was waiting to explode.
He's losing his ish over here over.
That's my goddaughter.
Our 4th basic bullet point, Kylie Jenner's baby. So it exists. Okay, so she was pregnant, which we all knew. Come on, we weren't born yesterday, but now she's finally here. And how did you feel about that video?
I thought it was great when she was like, "Today I'm 34 weeks pregnant." I was like, "Yes, Kylie, give them lip, give them wig, give them pregnant belly."
She looks great.
She looked
I'm actually
great.
really sad after seeing that video that she took a hiatus.
You know what? I like that she did. She did it for her safety. She did it for her baby's safety because she is one of the most famous people in the world. A picture of her, I'm sure, goes for the high 100,000s.
They can pay their bills for the entire year.
Right.
Off of one photo.
So I'm very, very, very happy for her. That's pretty awesome.
My favorite was the picture that she posted with Chloe. I thought that was really cute. How do we feel about the name? Not to flash back to last episode, but
I like Stormi.
Think about what they could have come up with.
I think
Stormi Webster. Is that the middle name?
I don't know.
Or is that like Travis Scott's real last name?
I don't know.
Does anybody know? Producer Kath's going to get on that because I'm a little curious. But I wouldn't be surprised because North and Saint don't have middle names.
Neither does Chicago.
Travis Scott's real name is Jacques Webster.
Okay, so that is her last name.
Her last name, Stormi Webster. I have a friend named Stormi. Stormi, but she spells it with a Y. And Stormi had the biggest personality, and probably still does have the biggest personality of everyone.
I mean, her name is Stormi.
Of 2010, Bentham High. Shout out to Stormi, love her. Both of them.
I was going to say which one.
Both of them.
Congratulations. I can't wait to see a real picture besides the one of Kylie holding her finger. That was cute.
Yeah, and I liked in the video how we got to see Chicago.
It's all love. I know. That was super cute. Valentine's Day, our last basic bullet point.
Oh, I went on a date to the Cheesecake Factory. It was so cute. And that's about it.
Did you get chicken Madeira?
I actually got chicken tenders.
I can't. Go to Cheesecake.
That's all I eat.
What a cheap date.
That's all I eat when I go out.
I mean, that's convenient. At least I know when I take you out, you'll be super cheap.
Which probably will never happen because, well, let's be honest, you don't care about me.
He's such a liar. That is so not true.
Kidding.
Kath, what'd you do?
For Valentine's Day?
No, for Christmas. Yeah, Valentine's Day.
Oh, nothing.
What?
Kath is.
It was Ash Wednesday, so I went to Mass.
I did too. Everyone asked me what I did, and I was like, I have a date with this guy.
I always forget about
that
it.
Like loves me.
JC.
It's Jesus.
I always forget about that, and like the first 3 people I see with the
ashes,
mark,
you're like,
I'm like, ooh. Ooh. And then I'm like, yeah.
Gotta go do that. I still haven't given anything up.
I'm not
like,
Catholic.
So why would you get ashes? I want to know.
I'm not Catholic.
You can get ashes.
Yeah.
Well, I don't.
Okay.
You're allowed.
But I just don't. I never did.
That's fine too.
I'm pretty sure I'm not even baptized.
That's fine.
But I love Jesus. I believe in Jesus.
Who doesn't love
Jesus loves me, this I know.
There you go.
That was my country rendition of that song.
I didn't do anything for Valentine's Day either.
You know what me and Kath have been up to lately?
I drank some wine afterwards.
And shout out to Jessie. Do you know Jammin' Jessie?
Yeah, who doesn't
Love
know Jammin'
her.
Jessie?
Jessie is the night host in Philly, Radio 104.5, and we hung out almost the entire parade back to the Eagles parade, and the entire time we did our renditions of every song that we possibly could in our Celine Dion voices.
Oh, that must have been hilarious. You should have recorded some of that.
I can read your mind and I know your story. See what you go through. You know, Jahna, when I was a little girl.
Oh my God, that is so creepy. Oh my God.
But shout out to Jessie.
I'm weak, dude. No, she's hilarious. I love her. I miss that girl. We're going to bring her in here one time.
Oh, she's definitely coming in. She's going to come in. Casey from Q102 is going to come in. Raphael from Q102 is going to come in. And Jared from Q102 could not be more excited to join us in the future.
It's going to be good. Next podcast, I think we're going to do one in between because we want to kind of dive in a little bit, since it was just Valentine's Day, into relationships. So we're going to do a relationship episode, maybe have some special guests.
Yes, we are going to have special guests.
Because we want it to be a
newly married guests. They're freshly married, and I'm sure they have a lot to talk about. Their wedding actually went viral all over the internet. The Shade Room, it was pretty big. It was pretty crazy. And the way they did their wedding was awesome, and I know them personally, so they're excited to come on.
That's
talk about
awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be so great.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's coming up probably the first couple weeks of March before we do our official March episode. Mm-hmm. And then we'll also have my birthday to talk about.
Okay, well, I have to go, so I'm going to sign off here. I'm sure you can take it from here.
I mean, we're done anyway. We covered our last.
All right, well, I'm just telling you.
I hope everybody had a great Valentine's Day.
Okay, I wanted to end this one.
All right, well, they're going to have to stay extra.
Or I thought we should. Are we not? Why are we not saying stay basic? I think you need to like cut that out and go back.
Stay extra basic.
No. Oh my God. All right, whatever.
All right, guys, we're out of here. Follow us on Instagram at basically.extra. And if you want to follow us personally, just scroll back to the beginning of this podcast.
Or I could just tell you at Tony in the streets _
at BIGGE _ Notorious J.
Follow me before you follow her, because my page is pretty awesome.
That's rude, but that's really rude.
I love you. You look great today, by the way. Thanks for showing up.
Thank you for showing up. Producer Kath.
She's a ginger, guys, and she's got pretty red hair. Love her.
I mean, that's kind of what being a ginger means. But
well, whatever. Goodbye.
Say bye to everybody.
Ciao.
Bye.